Hello and welcome back to this Trails from Zero. Let's play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode we finished up the prologue and got to the end of the chapter. I went to press A because I thought we'd get a chance to save, and it went straight to the special request reports. So we got 8 bonus, which is good. Total BP at 10, completed. Very nice to see. And now it's giving us a thing to change. We use flea and tick spray. New. Okay, let's have a look at those, but I'm going to save first. So, let's go ahead and do a continue. Looks like you've had another rough month. Keep up the good work. It's fine, I'm used to it already. Anyway, I'll be counting on you for payment again. Sure, I'll transfer you it via the IBC. Well, particularly responsible given that I assigned your request, but maybe you should consider reducing your workload a teensy bit, don't you think? Poor Shizu must be feeling lonely without Daddy by her side. I know. I said I wouldn't bring this up again. Oh, reminds me, headquarters contacted me again. Keep bugging me to get you to accept the offer. Are they seriously still at it? I've rejected their offer numerous times already. I wish they'll give up. Can you blame them? They're desperately seeking for someone with the qualifications to fill the gaping hole left by Cassius Bright's resignation. Didn't you two train under the same master? You're basically equals when you look at the stats for the guild, so hurry up and accept already. While that may be true on paper, we're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. I can't help but feel that people are overstating my achievements, unless you don't feel like I have the qualifications to be his proper successor. Oh, phooey, you and I both know that isn't true. Didn't you resolve the whole thing in Rempharia? The Grand Prince himself presented you with a Medal of Honor, so isn't that enough of an indication of your qualifications? I would disagree. That case hasn't truly been resolved as far as I'm concerned. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the masterminds responsible are still out there. I had planned to refuse the medal anyway. Stuck in the mud, aren't you? Come on, accept that promotion. We'll drop your workload a little bit. You've done 100 requests this month, so Eddie's sake, that's inhuman. I don't feel like I'm a bit off more than I could chew. International travel has become far easier with the increased frequency of train and flight services. And besides, aren't 2 braces transferring here? My workload is going to reduce regardless. Oh, you mean those kiddies? Yeah, they're not bad. I see a lot of potential in them. Trust them far more than those kids in special support section, that's for sure. Excuse us. Oh, speak of the devil. Coming in, we're upstairs. On the 2nd floor? Thanks for having us. No shit! Hey, Michael! Holy smokes, Arios is here too? Oh, what a relief. I'm glad to see you here. They look grown up. It's nothing more than a mere coincidence. Haven't seen the two of you in about 3 months, so it's good to see you're doing well. I was in for a real shock when I found out you're actually transferring to our branch. I'm sure you two are here. Crossbell's bad boys are going to get a spanking of a lifetime. We may be good, but we're not that good. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. I think it's time we get down to business. Estelle Bright, Senior Bracer. Joshua Bright, likewise. Officially reporting for duty at the Crossbell branch of the Bracer Guild. Oh god, are we going up against Josh and Estelle? Of course they're here to find Ren, aren't they? Afternoon of the Wolves. I have no idea how long this game is, by the way. But we'll see. But Joshua and Estelle are in town, and we're not controlling them. We're thirding with the SSS. Our alignments have changed. The chief sure is late. It's almost time for a regular morning to start, too. I don't really think we can begin the meeting without him. I would have slept in if I knew this was how it was gonna roll. Days like this are best spent waking up at noon and hitting up Barca for some good times. Textbook example of a slacker. Sorry I'm late. Come on, Sergey. Morning, Chief. Good morning. Do you want to know? Go ahead and start the meeting? No need. Just got a call from the department. You guys have been assigned on a special mission today. Congrats. A special mission? Something smells fishy about that. Is it similar to the previous one? I don't know the details. Just head to the department. Your client will be waiting for you there. Okay. A new mission from the CPD. Police headquarters, 3rd floor. Can't believe we gotta go to the Vice Commissioner's Jackass office. What kind of bitchin' awaits us this time? Remember, we were told this was for about a certain client waiting for us. I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain. I have a secret feeling he will find a reason to scold us regardless. I know what you mean. We can't let it get to us there. Of course. Who is our client going to be? Is it going to be someone we know? Detective Bannings reporting in. Special support section has arrived. Come in. Excuse us. I do not recognize them. Oh, I recognize that uniform. Crossbell Guardian Force, right? Oh, hell! Oh my, is this how you greet an old acquaintance, Randy Orlando? Care to elaborate on any hidden meanings behind that outburst of yours? You got it all wrong. I'm just so excited to see you again. You two know each other? Your reaction is that of a man with a guilty conscience. Show your respect, you four. Here is Lieutenant Colonel Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the CGF. Deputy Commander of the Guardian Force? Please forgive us for our misbehavior. A Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military chain of command. Is she that distinguished? You have no freaking idea. She is the CGF's second in command after all. Taking her charisma and expertise, hell, she might as well be in charge. Are these detectives? You're the special support section, correct? Yes, ma'am. Have you come to submit our support request, perhaps? Don't get your hopes up, rookies. Your greenhorns better realize how big an honor it is to meet the Deputy Commander. Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here. But, understood, I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am. Thank you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. Came here to us a special support section to lend us your expertise on a particular matter. Let me begin with a brief overview of the situation. Who's the girl in the hat? An investigation of monster attacks? Correct. Several locations throughout Crossbell have reported similar cases of monster attacks over the past month. We wish you to cooperate with you to investigate this matter. Wait, did I just hear you correctly? These incidents were reported outside of Crossbell? Yes, do you take issue with that? No, not at all. Excuse me, ma'am, an investigation was already conducted by the CGF, correct? Is there anything left for us to investigate at this point? Yes, plenty in fact. Too many questions remain unanswered as to right of these offers ordinary monster attacks. As much as I hate to admit it, our investigators have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping a different point of view is what the investigation needs. A different point of view. A trained detective's, to be exact. One that would differ greatly from a guardsman's. You might be wondering, why come to us of all people? A valid question. I could have easily sought help of the renowned first. Well, I'd love to introduce you to them, but as you know, they're preoccupied with their duties. As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances have led us to seeking the aid of the SSS. Are there any objections? No, ma'am. We'll gladly accept your request and aid you in your ongoing investigation. Give us a brief rundown of the situation, but it'll be hard to begin without concrete facts. Seeker, hand them to them. Yes, ma'am. Here you are. Oh, thank you. Who could she be? Everything okay? Fine, my apologies. Kind of feel like I've seen her somewhere before. Monster damage report. Okay. Is this It appears to be a case report from the CGF. Correct, we've written our findings thus far in the report. Please begin your investigation as soon as you've finished reviewing the case file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your work. Understood. In that case, we'll begin as soon as possible. We'll leave it in your capable hands. Well, I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves for now. We'll establish a direct line of communication with the SSS, so please contact us if you make a breakthrough. Will do. Thank you for your time, Vice Commissioner. No, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office at any time. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Orlando. Well, I'd say the work here is more thrilling than staring at the border doing drills all day. Good to know. I'm glad the worth It was worth the effort to introduce you to. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. Oh man. Was she your superior back in the Guardian Force, Randy? You got that right. Sonya wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let the gorgeous looks fool you. That lady will make you piss your pants if you cross her. Knowing you, Randy, your slovenly disposition likely set her off on multiple occasions. I imagine so. You just have a kind of knack for getting trouble with women. That reminds me. Do you know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, Randy? Didn't ring a bell. Would have remembered a cutie like her. Bet a pretty mirror that she's in Tangram Gate Division of the CDF. The other guys work directly under Sonya. Wait a tick. She catch your eye or something? Well, I'll be damned. Was it love at first sight? Well... No, I didn't mean it like that. I just had a strange feeling that I met her somewhere before. Ahem! You little fuckers! How long were you gonna keep planning to take up space in my precious office to spew your pointers drivel all over the floor? Don't tell me. Is it a plot by that good-for-nothing Sergei to have you come here and humiliate me? No, sir. Definitely not. Sorry, sir. Please excuse us. Go on, get out of here, you fuckers. To think every single one of you ignored my kind advice. You should full well know what's about to come, don't you? The hell you implying? Enjoy that little investigation of yours out in the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a fun little camping trip. Why don't we transfer your entire team to the Guardian Force while we're at it? We can boot that damn Sergei out along with you. If you please excuse us. He really does not like Sergei, eh? Sergei. Jeez, that jackass sure knows how to get on my nerves. I wish I had earplugs in hand. Then again, I suppose we're being disrespectful in front of him. That doesn't warrant his condescending vulgar tone with us. Try not to think about it too much. Arguing will get us nowhere. Let's head back and go through the report in detail. We can get started once we've decided on the direction of our investigation. I get the impression these attacks weren't from an ordinary monster. The culprit behind these attacks certainly seems enigmatic. Big words. Cheers, Geofront. Charles from Zero. Summary. Recently, several locations in Crossbell State were attacked by unidentified monsters. The Guardian Forces performed an investigation in an attempt to evaluate incidents. 3 cases have been reported. The suspects in each case are wolf-like monsters. Following 3-page details each case. 1. Marker Village. Date and time. 3 weeks ago. Night. Location. Entire village. Damages. The damages were discovered in the morning, says village chief. All families suffered damage to their crop and livestock. Eyewitnesses, none. All the villagers were asleep. Various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints were found in areas outside the village. 2. St. Ursula Medical College. 1 week ago. Hospital premises. 1 medical intern was attacked and wounded by an invading pack of monsters, found by the hospital staff one morning. Eyewitnesses, injured witnesses, saw black wolf-like monsters. None were found at the scene of the attack. Statement was vague and possibly inaccurate. Maine's mining village 2 days ago, 10 p.m. In front of the inn. One miner heading home was injured by a pack of monsters. A colleague rushed to his aid. Townspeople saw escaping wolves. Other evidence. Prints discovered near the scene resembled those found in Armarco village. The mining equipment in this town was damaged for the 3rd time. Patrols may be necessary. Interesting. This is bad. So, it really is happening everywhere. Strange media hasn't reported anything on it yet. Yeah, for sure. They don't exactly sound like your average monster attacks, do they? Do we know whether these wolf-like monsters are indigenous to Crossbell? It's hard to say. They did find paw prints at all the scenes. At this point, it's hard to deny they actually exist. Guardian Force hasn't physically seen the monsters, though, right? That's a little disconcerting. Well, we know one thing for sure. They're pretty goddamn slick if they manage to outsmart the CGF. I mean, they shouldn't have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead. Probably so. I'm not certain whether our chances of solving this case are particularly high. What's wrong, Lloyd? Did the ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again? I don't know if I'd put it like that, but let's remember to tackle this like detectives. If we approach the monster tracks like we would any other investigation, we may find new clues. Approach this as detectives? Well, duh, it's what you are. For something straightforward as monster attacks? Well, yeah, if we treat this series of attacks as one solitary case, who would be our culprit? Obviously, those wolf-like monsters the report mentioned, right? And you know how wolves work, they move in packs. But with that in mind, what would the profile and motive of the culprit be? Well, now I understand. You're trying to make us realize that we can't answer those questions, relying solely on the reports. Exactly. More intelligent monsters usually stay away from populated areas. If the motive was hunger, the hospital would be the last place they would look for food. There has to be some truth behind their seemingly irrational behavior. This is a valid point, and theoretically sound, if I may add. I suppose the object of our investigation has been decided then. I think so. First we visit the affected areas, gather information from eyewitnesses and any potential victims. That should provide us with additional insight into reports at the very least. Very well. Every little lead we can find will help go forward, helping the Guardian Force. That's a relief. Here I thought we'd spend the day bloody hunting monsters in the mountains. In that case, Lloyd, where did you suggest we head first? Let's see. How about we start with that marker, the first area? Considering the Armor report was the most detailed, maybe we should be able to gather enough clues to start building a profile of the monsters. Sounds like a good place to start. It's northeast to the city, right? Yeah, taking the orbital bus near the east exit is probably going to be our best bet. Needless to say, this is our first mission outside the city. We don't know where we're heading into, so let's make sure we leave prepared. You said it, man. We should also double check available support requests just to be safe. We certainly will be doing that first, but let's see what we have. Let's check some requests. Overdue book retrieval. People are checking out books and returning them when they're due. Please help retrieve them. Oscar, hunting for ingredients. I'm seeking ingredients to use a new special bread. Can you lend me a hand? Visit Morgs and then assistance with new service. Recruiting can help us implement new service here at IBC. If you have Sepith on hand, can we ask for a moment of your time? We ask for your assistance. Inquirers, speak to Lenfei at the front desk. So, we got ourselves some new missions. Oh, wait, it's handy. But in that case, we want to be heading over to our first time. I want to also check that we're not going to miss a Crossbell news, so make sure that we go and read that. But our first one in chapter 1 is overdue book retrieval. City Library in the Administrative District is the first one we do, but let's see if we can go buy ourselves some Crossbell news here first. At Times Department Store. Talk. You probably should have kept quiet, I would agree. Let's get Crossbell times 2 though. Nice, and then let's give this a quick read. Let's find the books. Crossbell times 2. CGF shows its might. There was training drills. New equipment rumoured. There's a new armoured vehicle being moved, is what I'm taking care of. A dispute in there. Instant leaves behind a mystery. The special support section had a hand in resolving it, it certainly did. Epstein Foundation is now available in the market, finally entering the 5th generation. Arc sales upcoming performance. They'll be for sale, and IBC's got a new service. Nice! So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get some of these support sections done. So, I will see you guys at the library. So, we're here at the Crossbell Library. Let's speak to the information guy at the desk. Hey, Uncle Miles. Ah, Lloyd, good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your request. I believe you sent a request to the ESS for help, right? You asked them for help to locate and retrieve overdue books. By golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that, didn't I? Well, let's get to it, shall we? Let me explain the details. Except, of course, I'll get to it then. We have several cases of people forgetting to return their books. I'd like for you to locate and return the books to me. Understood. Doesn't seem too bad to me. Sure, can you have their addresses? Information is tied to their library cards. Give me a moment to bring it up for you. Faye, who lives in Belhaim Apartments in the West Street. Clarence from Marcia Apartments on East Street. And last we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the Administrative District. Detective Raymond? I'm sorry, Uncle. I wasn't expecting someone from the department to lack punctuality. Don't worry about it. hoping the reader was engrossed by the contents of the book and forgot to return it to me. I'm afraid you have gotten your hopes up. This modern world is filled with people who are lazy to do their chores. What the hell are you looking at me like that for? No reason. Anyway, objective is clear. Retrieve these books for you ASAP. Thank you. Please return to me once you collected all 3 books. Counting on you, Lloyd. Let's go and grab those first. So we'll do not the police department guys first, but we'll go do the ones on East and West Street first. So I will see you guys there in a second. So we're here at Belheim. We need to find the lovely ladies who's forgot their books. So we obviously know that these guys are the end ones. I think this is where the guy will be. Times department store. Got to stand out for the other people in the business. That's fine. The lady in Belheim Apartments. Where are you? Would it be you? Doesn't seem like Faye is in right now. I'll try asking Pansy. Pansy, is your dad busy working today? Aren't your friend at Wendy's? Did you need something? Do you want to ask your dad a quick question if he's around, but it doesn't look like he is. He's off on a business trip. He won't be back for another 2 months. Sounds like we're out of luck then. Yeah, I'm not to start going through with this stuff without permission. Oh, you're looking for something? Yes, we're here to retrieve a book for your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall any mentions of it? The one I'm reading right now. Would you mind if I take a look at it? I can see if it fits. Sure. Just got a stamp from the library. It's probably the one. Really, Dad? Can't believe you'll leave on a forever long trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Do you mind taking the book in for me? Are you sure? Didn't you say you were in the middle of reading it? I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. I'm kind of just looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Let's see. Trade Fanatics Rex. That's pretty boring. Name long enough to tell you that it's only for weirdo train nuts. Bet Darrow borrowed it and get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not gonna fall for his tricks that easy. No siree. So feel free to return it for me. Sure thing. Thanks for helping us out. Let's go. Should we have a read of it? Seems like a good idea. Train lovers far and wide. I mean, we can't even read that far. The back alley doctor is here anyway. We already got that book. But we got the book number 1. Let's head to the East Street, of course, and get ourselves the second book of this thing. Capella Street is not where we need to go, is it? I believe no, this is the wrong way too. We don't want to be at Station Street. Even though I am tempted to go level up a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. Go into the Geofront, whack some monsters around. But we need to head to the ASEA compartment complex and speak to someone in here. Braces are invincible. Everyone loves the braces, of course. Are you the person with the book? Excuse me, Miss Clarice, do you have a moment? How may I help? We're here because of support requests we received from the city's library. Borrowing any books. Oh, I completely forgot about it. This book is long overdue by now, isn't it? It appears she had a lapse in her memory and forgot to return it. I suppose I'm becoming more forgetful with age. Well, I'm sure no one wouldn't let me in the head of us if she found out. Please remote while I get it for you. Mark and the Witch Part 1. What's up, Mademoiselle? You read this before? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Whenever my neighbour Sarah goes to work, she always asks if I can watch her little brother, Igat. So, I think it might be a fun idea to read books together, which led me to this one. She seemed to enjoy the story. I want to read it now, too. Well, thank you very much. Not at all. Pleasure was mine. Believe me, I'll make sure to return books on time from now on. Let's have a quick read-see of this book, then. Mark and the Witch Part 1. Oh, Mark and the Witch Part 1. Once upon a time in a farming village, there lived a boy called Mark. Mark's father was an adventurer. Whenever he came, he would tell grand stories of the places he visited. Mark respected his father and retold the other children in the village his father's stories as well. For a child living in a remote village, adventure stories were very charming and everyone took a liking to Mark's On one such occasion, Mark began recounting. Today, I will tell you all about the witch that my father met, to the north of Mark's village. Oh my god, I'm getting all the hiccups. A great forest, la la la. Okay. Maybe I will sit down and read all of them at some point. And do a little recon, you know. This goes up to the harbour, I believe, so it's not going to take us that long to get to the administrative district from here. But we need to be careful about, was it Hawaii? The Hawaii in the harbour. So let's make our way to go speak to Detective Raymond at the CPD. Oh, hey guys. Only within city limits, okay. Also, I've just realised the person that she was with was evidently the guys. How's it going? It was evidently her sister. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, as I said, you got business? Mitch, you got stop playing up, but the real culprit here is you. What? Randy, call it with the pranks, okay? It's not even clever. I'm a police officer, aren't I? I could have put out a line at least once in my life, you know. What's going on here? Raymond, we have got a request from the library. Would you happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Oh crap, now you mention it. Pretty sure I have one. I think, yeah, haha. You lost the book, didn't you? I don't think so. Why the uncertainty, then? I'll go look for it. Found it. Is this the one? Prominent female figures. Thank goodness. Really left us in the suspense there, Raymond. Check out this particular book. Isn't it a book about historical female figures who have accomplished outstanding deeds? Well, I thought it was a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. When I found out it wasn't, I thought about it. It was kind of left in my drawer and forgot about it. I do not think the library's the right place to search that kind of book. Speak to Randy about that. Well, we got the book back. That's all that all's well that ends well. Appreciate the cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. Let's have a check, see of that book too. Prominent female figures. Erebonian, Leanne Sandlot, Valkyrie who led the Enzrita into battle. Sienna Dirk, activism behind the Democratic Revolution. Alicia II, 100 Days War to the Non-Aggression Pact. Huge applies to something, describing me tends to refer to physical effectiveness. Influential, distinctive. Alicia certainly is very, very, very influential character, of course. But we're not in Liberal anymore. But we've got all three of the books, so let's head back to the library. Speak to Uncle Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. There we go. Ah, you're back. Were you able to collect all the overdue books? Sure did. Here you are. Great. Looks like you managed to collect all three of them in one piece. I'm glad I have a group of reliables to count on. We're happy we could help. I believe the computers, this completes your request. Sure does. Probably hear from me again in the future. We look forward to it. Okay. There we go. So, let us go and give that request in. See what we'll be getting. Probably some Mira. Right. Report to HQ. Books retrieved, 3 TP, some 100 Mira, and we completed that fairly successfully. So, what I'm going to say is, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, where we finish up the request here in the city. Peace.